What the fuck? What's up? It's your boy SovietCon Live coming at you again with another one. Here at the lounge, as you know, we like to push virtual reality and gaming to its absolute limits and just experience everything that both have to offer. If you're new here, we do live streaming, gameplay walkthroughs, and first impressions, as well as tech tips and repair. Do me a favor and slide on over to TikTok at _the lounge. Check that link in the bio. That is my website, and we are available on all major platforms. Without further ado, we're back at it again in Ready or Not with episode 5. I'm sorry, guys. I've been, kind of going through it the last couple of days. Haven't posted much of anything at all. Kind of broke up with the girl, so a little bit of depression. But fuck all that. We are in it to win it. So without further ado, Ready or Not, episode 5. If you haven't checked out any of the other episodes, they are available on YouTube. But a little bit about this game. This is a SWAT simulator, and for quite a few years it's been available only for PC, and I have been playing it pretty much since it's come out. It's changed over the years, but it has finally released to our console friends and family, Xbox and PlayStation. The standard mode is available on both platforms for $49.99 plus tax, and the deluxe edition, which includes the Home Evasion and Dark Waters DLC, for $69.99 plus tax. Now, this game was a little different when it first released, but we'll walk through that when we're finally in the game. But yes, if you guys like this content and want to see more of it, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you guys want to see any other content in particular, just let me know. It really helps me out on the channel. But let's go ahead and jump right into some Ready or Not. If you guys are new here and missed those other episodes, we'll do a little walkthrough. You have your Armory, and I've mentioned all of this stuff in episode 1, but just to touch over for all of the new people that might be watching. For customization, you can fully customize yourself plus the 4 other AI bots that you have, unless you go in solo. You do have the option to run solo without the bots, but your bots, your 4-man team, is split in 2, so you have 2 of them will have a red chem light on their back, 2 of them will have blue. You can use red team and blue team separately, but as a whole, you call them gold team. You can customize what each person wears, what they carry, as far as gadgets, anything and everything. Your loadout is just as diverse. We're going to go ahead and click the self here. I prefer using the LVAR with Hollow Sight, EXPS3, Combat Grip, Laser Pointer, AP rounds, of course. And then my sidearm is an FN57 with an RMR dot and suppressor. We also have the option to pick your armor. You can choose just front coverage, front and back, which is what I use, or full coverage, which will slow you down. You can also choose the material between Kevlar, steel, and ceramic, which also have their own pros and cons. We're going to go ahead and jump on out of here. Walk over to the shooting range, where you can practice everything you would expect. Now, some of you might not be familiar with how diverse the reloading mechanism is coming from console. So if you, well, I'm playing on keyboard and mouse, so if you tap the reload button, you will do what's called a tactical reload. And essentially, you save. So let's say we shoot, right? And before I go into the next room, I might want to top off my mag, so I'll tap. That saves the remainder of those rounds, puts them back on my vest for later use, and puts a fresh mag in. Now, if I shoot and I really feel like I don't have that kind of time, you can double tap your reload button, and you'll just literally throw the magazine on the floor, or there it is right there, and you lose that magazine entirely, unless you go ahead and go pick it up, right? And then finally, shoot and do a mag check, where you hold your reload button, and you count, you get that little display of how many rounds are in the mag. Right, so now we got half mag. Pretty almost empty. Okay. Alright. Last thing we're gonna show, because this facility is mostly for show. But if you go ahead and continue down this hallway, you have the training facility, where this is like an entire shoot house. You can practice, you can run through like a traditional shoot house with pop-up targets, all that good stuff. But the rest of this entire police station is just merely for show. Oh, I missed it. Oh, well, I guess
I didn't think about it before I joined up, but now that I'm here every day, it's impossible not to see it.
Yeah, this used to be Los Sueños Central Station back in the 70s. My grandpa used to work on the trains. That's how he and my grandma ended up settling out here.
There we go, okay. Actually, didn't even know you could do this. A game inside a game. It's Gameception. Oh! Alright. Okay. I don't want to play this game anymore, so back away from that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when this game first came out several years ago, it was much different than it is today, right? So, obviously the DLC was not there. There were initially only 7 missions, right? And you could choose the mission type. So, for example, you would be able to choose between bomb defusal, active shooter, hostage rescue, so on and so forth. Something like, a typical SWAT officer might experience in their career, right? But somewhere along the line, they did an update, probably, I think, maybe 2 or 3 years into when the game first released. They took the ability of choosing mission type and added more missions, right? So total, I believe there are 18 missions on the standard Ready or Not mode. And then Home Invasion has an additional 2. Dark Waters has an additional 2. And Los Llanos, or however you pronounce this, has 2. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into Lethal Obsession, which is the next episode And we're going to keep it on standard. This is actually new. For your update, casual, standard, hard, lets you choose the difficulty of the game. But we're going to go ahead and let you guys listen to the mission information, and we will take it from there.
All right, boys, listen up. We all heard about the shooting down at the McCade station. We got 3 officers fighting for their lives, and 3 have already lost theirs. But we have something else, too. We got the name and probable location of the son of a bitch who did this. We've also got the pleasure of being the ones who get to get him. Settle down. What we know about the events earlier today is that Gerard Scott set up an ambush by lighting a car on fire near the McCade station. He lay in wait, and when the police arrived, he opened fire on them with a rifle. Scott then fled the scene in an RV. A member of the public who was nearby when the shooting started got the license plate, which we've traced to a compound up on Sullivan Slope. Scott's details are coming through your tablets. We don't know much about this guy. He used to work for the USIA in an office-based role. He has no family, no friends, and apparently no known acquaintances. He wasn't even known to us until today. We got nothing to work with, no motive, no history of law enforcement. All we know is that this guy likes to keep to himself. He's already shown he's not afraid to shoot at cops, so I doubt he's going to welcome us with open arms. Be careful up there. I do not want to be responsible for the chaplain showing up at anyone else's wife's door today. I understand that emotions are going to be high, but we do not know what we are walking into. I want us to be swift and sensible. He's shown that he has serious firepower, and we need to be ready for anything. Something triggered him, and that makes him a very dangerous individual. Now gear up and report back to your element leaders in the garage in 5 minutes.
All right. Now, from that briefing, we don't really know much about this guy. Gerard Scott, redacted, height, weight, build, pretty much everything. This dude was born September 1st, 1947. He's a male. That's pretty much all they got. Media, not much. He set a car on fire, car bombing. But we do have the East McCod Station 911 call, so let's take a listen to that.
15L32, priority. 15L32, go ahead.
I've got multiple officers down outside of the East McCade station. Suspect is at large, location unknown. Get me backup and medics here. Code 3, get me SWAT.
All units on the channel, 15L32 reporting multiple officers down at East McCade station, requesting backup code 3, unknown location of suspect.
Alright, that's pretty intense. Not a whole lot to go on. We're going to check this map. We've got a completely isolated home in the middle of the woods. So let's go ahead and ready up.
TOC reporting. Exercise extreme caution. Suspects are barricaded and may have planted traps across the premises. Watch your step.
Alright, so each time you play this game, everything is kind of a little different. And AIs, it's just unpredictable. Like right now.
Police, drop it! Get down on the
Police, get down!
Move!
Drop it! Get down!
Jesus. If you're coming from console, you know, this is not a run and gun experience. You know, you can't even run in this game to begin with. This is about as fast as you can move. You can go slower though, like that. But you are a member of law enforcement, so you do need to remember that you are being graded on your performance. If you use excessive use of lethal force or excessive use of force in general, your points will be deducted. We are shooting for, you know, 100% as always. But this mission has been giving me some problems. This is like my second or third time playing it, and for whatever reason, I like lose a guy or I die towards the end. And that's just not acceptable, so.
Gold team, move over there.
I'm gonna send them up while I watch their back. And of course they'll watch mine while I check. Okay, can't open that. Squeeze by you here. Now, this is a pretty difficult predicament to be in. You know, much respect to the guys that actually do this. I prefer to approach the situation either from top and go down, or from down and go up, but I usually prefer from top down. Pinch points at the stairs, whatever. But regardless, if there are people on the other side of this door and they hear us, they'll just start firing, right? So if they do that, it'll rip through the door, it'll rip through the walls, and, you know, probably kill us all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just kind of ease on up to this. And I like to use the mirror gun. You do 100% need to check for booby traps, especially on this mission. Do a quick left, quick right. There's nobody up here, but there is a, that's either a concussion or a flash on the door. So since there isn't anybody here, we can peek the door and cut the wire. If there was somebody here with this booby trap, the best case of action would be to wedge the door so they can't open it and you can't open it, preventing them from escaping and you know, allowing you to egress from another position. So we're gonna put firearm back in our hand, peek the door, cut this,
securing the trap,
and then we're gonna close the door again. Doing that allows us to breach in a safe manner. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and breach. So we're gonna breach with RAM since there's nobody in this room, and then we're gonna go ahead and toss a
door flash and clear.
Got it.
If there was somebody in the room, then I would probably opt for CT.
Ready to knock.
Don't move!
Jesus. Trying not to catch that flashbang, but somehow always do.
Good here. It was a lie.
I got cover.
I'll back it up. I got it.
Suspect isn't going anywhere.
All right.
Move, move, move!
I got nothing here.
Once again, we're gonna go ahead and always check a door in this place.
None of it matters anymore.
All right. I'm gonna frag here.
Disabling now.
Now, I'm not a fan of stairs at all, so, you know, it's a pinch point because we go down and then we know for sure there's a hallway there, but we don't know where it splits off. and then we know for sure it goes to the left. And based on the, the design layout of this house, there's probably something going in this direction, which gives us at least 3 directions that somebody can kill us. Oh, looks like we got somebody killed.
Hands up! If they want war, I'll give them a
Down on the
war.
ground! Move! Put your fucking hands up! Hands up! Above your head!
I think what I'm gonna do, just for the safety of my team, I'll walk everybody out of here and breach from another perspective.
Meaning of goddamn bear.
Provide support.
I got you.
Dynamic movement. Move into the room and clear. On me.
You got point.
Now, I probably wouldn't have been able to do something like that, in real life. You just kind of want to keep it fast. Or maybe I should have just started over here to begin with. But, fuck all that. Like, this is most importantly for the safety of myself and the team. So, although in real life we would just push and go as quickly as possible.
C2 flashing clear.
Slow as steady, smooth as fast.
Ready explosive.
Breaching!
Nothing here, sir.
10 by now.
Alright. Alright. You can hear them running around here.
Waiting on you, sir. Move in and clear it.
In position.
As soon as one passes me, I'm gonna turn to the left down this hallway here.
Switch.
Breaching!
Jesus.
Let me see those hands! Get down and keep your hands up! Move in and clear.
In position.
Let's switch.
Let's go!
Opening on the left. Got an opening here.
Breaching!
This guy, I swear, this is the bug.
Light stick out.
You're gonna die here.
Talk. Suspect is incapacitated.
This is Talk. EMTs and trailers are standing by.
So unfortunately, that is sometimes a bug.
Securing the device.
Like,
good?
Watch my back. Disarming. Stay on me.
Right with you.
Lead, this is Talk. That's how we get it done, folks. Roll in for debrief.
Not the best, but, you know, honestly, I'm getting pretty sick of that mission. So, go ahead and return to headquarters.
Officer Mendez, please call switchboard. Officer Mendez, please call switchboard.
Oh, look at that. So I guess for whatever reason, this game did not save. We've got an A for each so far. But, or maybe one was a B, I can't remember, but that's all the time we have for on this one. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't really the best. I will try to do better next time. And as always, I do hope you guys enjoyed your time in the lounge. See you on the next one.